Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rick Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
We're live.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. I'm Rick Salas.
I'm Guy Murray.
I'm Mark, the blind guy.
And Mark's over there mowing on some chips and nachos and shit, which is just appropriate. That's the way this show is.
No.
Hey, this is what we do, man. We sit here, have a couple beers. It's like we're hanging out with you. You're sitting right there in front of us. It's just the four of us just hanging out, talking shit.
So if you want some nachos, come through.
Yeah, come on down. You can have some virtual nachos. You can make your own over there, or you can come down and have some of Mark's. Yeah. He'll never even know.
There's some left. Catch me when I'm not looking. No.
Hey, so number 52 in the books, if you're keeping track at home, keeping score, episode number 52 for the Pelon and Chubby guys. Thank you very much for having us for a year. 52 weeks for you remedial fucks means 1 year. So there was a couple other episodes here and there, so it's a little dicey how long it actually was. But we're going with it. We're going to say 52 equals 1 year, 52 weeks. We're on once a week.
And also three times touring, so we're on a roll there. This is good.
So we had a couple special shows. Speaking of special shows, nice segue, Mark. Thanks. So this Friday, if you're in the Los Angeles area, Redondo Beach to be more Pacific Ocean. Yes. So if you're in the Redondo area, I will be at the Crown Plaza Redondo Beach Hotel.
Getting it in.
So here it is for all you stalkers or all you that just want to fucking meet somebody famous.
Trust me, you want to see him.
Yeah, here's my schedule so you can stalk the fuck out of me. All right, here it is. So I'm going to drop the kids off at school.
Oh,
and then,
at school.
Okay. And then I'm going to jump in the car and head up to L.A. So I should be arriving in the a.m. in Redondo. We are going to go to Redondo famous Eat at Joe's and have breakfast and a little cup of coffee because that's what you do when you're there. So we're going to stop in there. If you want to join us for breakfast, come on down. More the merrier. Just don't fucking be all touchy and shit. I'll do autographs and all that shit. We'll do photo ops. But if you're going to touch me, you must touch me. Grab my cock, please. At least let me get some gratification out of it.
And that's $10 admission. $10 admission fee. That's a lot of work for him to get.
No, but it'd be cool to see some of our listeners, some of the people that I grew up with. It'd be nice, kind of cool.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have breakfast there, and then we're gonna go down to the Redondo Pier and have a little seafood for lunch. And we're gonna head back to the hotel at the Crown Plaza right there in the marina. And what is it? What they used to call it? Anyway, King Harbor. Redondo Beach, King Harbor. So we're going to be heading back to the hotel, and then I'm going to break out all the equipment and do a little live remote show from Redondo Beach. And I'm going to give everybody an opportunity that I went to school with from my class or whoever just wants to come down. It'll be your chance to come on the air with me, share a moment on the air, and we will talk about whatever you want. We can do current events. We can do what's going on. If you have something that you want to promote, a business, a project you're working on, whatever, or just a charity or whatever you want to talk about.
This is definitely something you want to do.
Right. So you can come on the air. We'll chop it up about your whatever you want. And or just come on the show and tell some old war stories from school. Those are always fun. So, just come on, tell a story or two, and it'll be cool, man. I'd love to share the airways with some of the good friends from school that I've known for a long time and haven't seen. I got ringing over the microphone there. Yeah, so that would be nice. So that's going to happen about 3 or 4 o'clock, and then I guess the reunion starts at 7, so I'd like to shoot for like 3 o'clock. That'll give us enough time to fuck around. Yeah. Who knows? I was so popular that maybe not one person will show up to do it with me. But the beauty of this kind of show is I don't need you fuckers. Honestly, I can do it myself. I entertain myself. I'm fucking that funny. I can do it myself.
He's the dude bad by himself.
So it would be cool to have you guys.
The mirror in front of himself.
But if you want to pull the dick move and be like, oh yeah, let's not show up. let's show him, that fucking prick motherfucker talking about everybody. Yeah, you can play a little gag on me. Oh, he's going to be all by himself. Well, yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm good with it. I'm better by myself.
I can do bad by myself.
Yes, sir. I can do a small load by myself.
Let's see how many people we can get in there.
Yeah, but it would be cool to have a little list of people. You know what I'm saying, Mark? Just some people to sit there and bullshit with. Somebody to talk to. Somebody that cares about me. That'd be a blast. So that's in the works for Friday. This Friday, tune in, 3 o'clock. You can catch it on Facebook. Plus, we're going to pass it on to a podcast world and there everywhere else that'll listen. So that's my week hanging out with my son at Bevmo, which is probably not the proper place to have a kid. Somewhere that you're buying alcohol.
What kind of education do you give him at a place like this?
So we went into Bevmo and picked up a couple things because they have 805 at $13.99, which is a steal.
So tell Mark to have another bite of nachos.
Yeah, so we went in there. Is Jay on the line?
Yeah.
I was like, give me a heads up there.
I was
there we
trying
go.
to tell him to shut up until we
It's all good.
All
right, that's all right. The Jay Feverman is taking his son to a doctor's appointment, so he is going live remote from the Casa de Trixie, and he's on the show right now. Welcome, Jay the Feverman.
And I got to admit, from your remark earlier, it is very difficult to not put my hands all over you, Rick, every time we're so close together,
I know.
It's good you're on the other side of the table.
That's why I just want to give him the polite warning, the cock I can probably deal with. The rest of the touching, you're going to have to abstain. I do carry a firearm and a...
I'm working on it.
A behave stick.
Getting therapy and stuff.
Yeah, I got the behave stick that extends with the flick of the wrist. Yeah,
so Friday you got the big, you got your big thing, huh?
Triple X.
Yeah, the Triple X reunion. I don't know what to expect, man. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna work on trying to be positive, like give off a positive vibe.
This is where the record goes. Scratch.
Lots of drugs and just
a lot of laughing.
Be inebriated so that anything that's said doesn't bother me all that much. Like it takes a while for it to really sink in until maybe like the next day when it really hits. I'll be like, that motherfucker.
He's like, why am I naked? No.
So I'm going to be overly medicated. And I heard that in a movie last night. They're having an argument and the woman says, you're obviously under-medicated right now.
Under-medicated.
That was a good line.
It's a great line.
You ever watch that? You see one shitty show, like you're watching a shitty show, and they have that one line that's a classic, and you're like, fuck, I got to watch this again now.
I wonder who that writer is. So you hang out for the credits and you find out, oh, shit, I know that guy that's writing that shit.
Yeah. So that should be interesting. I'm going to try and go shoot for 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock on Friday, and then I'm going to head back home on Saturday. We had plans, but you know what? When you're working with minimum wage type employees, babysitters, and they're not all the sharpest fucking tool in the shed.
We're not like Amazon, right?
We make these plans and everything. And okay, look, I understand something better might come up. Babysitting my 2 little fucking brats is not like on the high up on the list of shit to do on a Friday night. I understand that. But just call and say, look, I'd rather suck my boyfriend's dick than watch your kids. I can appreciate that, right? You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that.
Yikes.
That's a polite bow out. You're being honest. That carries points with me. But making up some other bullshit, whatever the fuck it is.
That you would appreciate.
Right. I understand that. I speak that language, right? So, yeah, I'm fine with that. But then here's my issue. It's not so much the canceling. It's that we stopped looking for anybody once you said yes. So
exactly.
We didn't make any backup plans. So now we're screwed. Like, who do we get? And then, my wife gives me the trooper fucking response. Just go by yourself. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
want to go anyways.
She would be the motivation for him to go.
Right.
She will still back out of this shit.
So I was like, perfect. Let's not go at all.
Yeah. See?
But then I had to be sure to give the proper response when she said, it's like in that movie White Man Can't Jump, when Rosie, oh my God, she's so hot. Rosie says to Woody Harrelson, I'm thirsty. And he says, okay, he's getting up. And she's like, where are you going? To get you some water. And she says, I don't mean it like I'm thirsty, stupid. I mean it like, she wanted something like deep. Well, whatever.
Representation.
So, So when she said you can go on your own, she really didn't mean like that. And I'm supposed to give the proper response. No, honey.
When a woman says something, it's either the opposite or in between. And when you lose, you win. You don't really really tie and all that. Oh yeah, Rosie Perez is crazy and the perfect example of what relationship women are. They're all nuts. God bless them. We love them, but they all will throw that nutty response at you, and you're like, so you have to figure that out through years of marriage and trial and error and much error, what they actually mean.
Yeah, so I made sure that I gave the proper response. No, honey, I would never think of going without you. I'd rather saw off my leg than go without you. I mean, I may have got a little extreme with that part, but
I'm poking my eyes out.
And then she says no. It's all right. Go. Right.
Yeah, but then she should have came back with the proper response, like, no, sawing the leg off might be good, because then you'll stop chasing me around the house. Right?
Butt naked.
Yes.
Yeah. So why are you chasing me with that sword? That's not my sword, honey.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Digging deep. All right. So what else is going on in the Fever Man? What's up with Trixie? Is she around the house?
Nah, she's she's around. She's got she's taking care of him. He just got him home, and he's doing the running around like, he's running around at the doctor's office. He figures out their password and starts going online. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? These kids with autism, they're really smart. I'm all, you can't be doing that. He's like changing people's passcodes, and so I think we're banned there for life.
No, your insurance will cover that. You'll be back. Welcome back tomorrow.
Yeah, as long as they're getting paid, they'll pretty much let you shit on the floor, and you're welcome back.
Yeah, but taking him reminded me. I went to the doctor last week.
And
I got to be honest. I think my doctor may be trying to kill me.
Okay. What is
seriously? He goes. I get there and we do the checkup, and then afterwards, I go. So how am I? Okay? Am I doing well, Doc? And he goes. He starts rolling his eyes. He goes, "Oh, you're just fine. You're fine." I go, "Wait, are you messing with me, dude?" Because I hear him some sarcasm. He goes, "No, just keep eating all that red meat and fried chicken." He goes, and by the way, vegetables, they're overrated. So now I'm confused, right? And I just say, hey, Doc, are you messing with me? Because that's what I'm thinking. Is he messing with me, or is he really?
See, that's perfect. That goes under
soulmate.
Hey, that goes under the what would Jay do in that situation? See how nice that was? He's like, Doc, no, like, really, be serious with me. Like, I would have been like, if you don't tell me the truth and come clean, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. I don't care if you're the doctor or not, right?
But what would Jay do?
As soon as he said I could eat red meat and no vegetables, I was like, I went Brokeback Mountain. I just said, no matter what, Doc, you say.
You didn't put it in. You didn't put it in his butt.
Not eating vegetables.
That was a bad reference.
We didn't quite.
Did you guys bro it out and kiss it?
Oh my God!
You gotta have vegetables.
Hey, he's the one that did the Brokeback fucking reference.
I know, but you always take it to the next level.
Well, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I get paid for. Look, but hey, if you're gonna bring up do you know what happened in that movie, Brokeback? The title is just symbolistic of how deep that dude went. He has from what I'm told, he has a monster cock. So
Pamela Anderson.
So from what you're told, I never heard that, Rick. Where do you get? What's your source of this information?
I can't divulge my sources, but apparently there was a vertebrae that got damaged in that scene.
it wasn't
Wow. Wow.
That's horrible. That's just nasty.
That's taking one for the team.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
No, he's gonna have a long.
I knew. I should have known better.
Tomorrow morning, just
What was the purpose of that broke back? Just to get me fired up? Thanks.
What's Mark
Thanks for the
mumbling
softball.
about? What's Mark mumbling about?
You know what you done did?
You know what you done did?
You know what you done did.
Went and did.
Done did.
What did I done do?
We got to adjust Mark's cock. Hold on. There it is.
I'm just waiting for him to actually say what I done did.
He's got a little rap for you. Mark's gonna spit a little freestyle for the FIFA man.
Sitting over here on this side of the table gives me a whole different perspective. Holy roller!
He's sitting in your shoes.
Here he goes.
Is that because you're so close to Guy?
Do you need a beat?
Right?
He feels close to Jesus right now.
Exactly.
The lights.
There you
I feel
go.
like I got a
Lights
shadow next to me.
Well, you need it, buddy. You need it.
He said you need that in your life.
Not sure.
He needs Jesus, man.
He's referring to Brokeback.
We all do. Oh my
So
God.
you're gonna bust a freestyle on him?
How about no? You crazy Dutch bastard.
Dutch now.
Whoa.
You're Dutch now. Wow.
No.
Double Dutch even.
Have another beer and take a bite of another nacho there, Marky.
This is the most uncouth
That's
motherfucker.
not one thing one dude should say to another dude. Dude.
We are on the homo twang right
Hey,
now.
what's going on? Yeah, let's kill that shit real quick. Hey,
We're all broing it out.
Mark.
Bruh.
Bruh.
As the show goes off the rails.
What?
Hey, my son said that to me last week.
Bruh.
He's like, he said something like, to tickle him again. And I was like, nah, I'm done. He's like, come on, bro. But hearing it from your kid, you're like,
Wait a
did
minute.
he just call me bro?
Wait a minute.
I think I'm okay with that. 4-year-old son. What's up, bro?
Yeah. No, Saturday, my son was taking off to go skate this new park with his buddies, and he's got the whole kid thing. And I'm like, dude, you're 24. You got a new job. You gonna go skate with your boys? He goes, yeah. He's so excited. Can I make him some like breakfast or something? I was like, it's like sleepover all of a sudden. I was like, dude, you're 24, fucking skating, heading out with his boys.
Yeah, pour him a bowl of Fruit Loops and get the fuck out of my house.
He took the Pop-Tart and some bacon. Some fried bacon.
Still living at his parents' house.
Still living at the house, yeah.
Must be nice.
I love him.
I'll tell you what, if my parents had any money, I'd probably try and still live at the house. Fuck it.
But does he do your laundry?
But does he do your laundry?
You know what I'm saying?
There's rules to this. Do what's in the basket, mother trucker. No.
Yeah, dude, I would live. Why not, dude? Like not have any rent or anything?
There's rules to this. You can do your laundry, but you're going to do the basket right there, too, just because you're doing it.
Right on.
I mean, is it like now in this day and age, like, I remember, like, if you didn't have a job before, you didn't have, no chick was ever going to talk to you. Like, you're in the bar. Remember in the old days? Fuck that. You're like, what kind of, like, even if you had, like, a shitty job, but you had a job, you're like.
It was cash, grass, ass, no free.
You're like, at least I got a job.
Yes.
Like, no, that's not acceptable. Like, no push for you. That's fine, right? But now you can go to the bar and they're like, you explain like, oh yeah, I got laid off like 5 years ago. Yeah, well, my thing on that, there's not a layoff if it's only one of you.
Right.
You got fucking fired. Right. So, but you tell the story, this chick's like all into the story and everything. And not once does it cross her mind like, that was 5 years ago. Why are you still unemployed? Right. But instead you get this response. You're like, you know what? It's okay. I got the drinks tonight. And I'm going to take you home and fuck you. Yeah. Times have changed. That's all I'm saying. Times have changed where that's acceptable.
Some people, it is right. Times have changed. But I think it's more like for these millennial chicks, they like a guy who goes, he's like, yeah, no, I don't really have a job, but I did vote for Hillary.
Right.
I do have a safe place.
Or, they're like, I don't have a job. I don't have any money. I still live at home with my mom and dad, but check this out. I got a tattoo. Well, here you go. Here's the puss. Here's 2 scoops of puss for you. There you go. Yeah, so now you're cool.
2 scoops.
Speaking of that, I saw a white kid, about 17 years old. He takes off his shirt. He's getting gas, and it says Tupac Thug Life all in his chest.
Right.
And he's the whitest white kid I ever saw in my life. And I was like, he makes me look tan. Okay.
You want a little chunk
of Tupac. You're 17, dude.
Right. You want a little chunk of information? You know who buys the majority of the music?
Preach.
White kids.
White kids.
Well, that's because the black kids steal it. Just kidding, fuckers. Relax.
So I just tried to turn him on. Here's something that's probably more suited for you. Here's some Linkin Park kid.
Yeah, Linkin Park. There you go. Yeah, dude. You have to listen to.
Sublime,
it has to be ethnically suitable. Right.
Well, no, just something more bizarre. He's just like, I just wasn't buying it.
Yeah, the age gap. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this though?
You gotta be older than 21.
Hey, how about this? A black kid at the fucking gas station, same gas station, takes his shirt off, and it says he's got a big tattoo across his chest that says Led Zeppelin. How fucking weird would that be? No, that's cool now, right?
That's cool shit.
Hey, you know what they say? It was like this bitch. She tried to take me to the play, right, in San Francisco. I was like, I don't do plays, and she says, well, you need to be more cultured. I'm like, how
you do?
I'm like, how does going to plays
cultured
make me cultured? Like, who decided that? Who wrote that fucking thing?
Who wrote this play?
That says that I'm more cultured.
Rick is like cured ham.
Right. So
what's it cured of?
So this black kid takes off his shirt and he has Led Zeppelin across his chest, and he has a taste for music. This white kid takes his shirt off and he's got Tupac Thug Life and he's a fucking trailer park piece of shit, right? It's funny how we, right?
I'm just saying, well, that is commitment to put that on your chest, but I'm just like, you're a freaking kid. You're an idiot,
right?
Well, so he's saying he can't cover his chest.
I'm not too much of a tattoo guy myself.
So he can't cover his chest and can't get a job, Rick. I mean, what's going on, Jay? What's going on?
What's that?
He can't cover his chest and get a decent job, Jay? As a white man, he's white privilege. What's up?
Hey, you know, it'd been really cool if you would have had on there Tupac. Tupac.
That kid doesn't know anything about Tupac. He's 17 and he lives in Temecula.
Hey, he should have put on his back.
Maybe you don't know nothing about Tupac.
Tupac Thug Life.
Okay,
I don't know anything
Biggie
about
can
Tupac.
suck a dick.
I probably know more than that kid, though.
Biggie can suck a dick, my neighbor.
I know I'm not dumb enough to put that on my chest.
Don't fall asleep around us in the next couple of weeks because I will remember that shit and you will wake up with a tattoo on your fucking chest.
Either that or we're going broke back on you.
Or we'll go broke back on you.
Dream on.
Dream on.
You'll have a tattoo on your back that has an arrow pointing down.
Dream on.
That's a nice comeback right there.
Good job, Mark.
Hey, isn't Dream On?
Yep.
Isn't that Steven Tyler?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Just checking.
I can bust that.
I had to bust him out on that.
Dream until your dream come true. Yeah,
And
we pull Jay's mic.
Until next time, Brokeback.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cover your hind.
Over on that side?
Huh?
Is he a better singer now that Mark's on that side?
No.
He hasn't sang one thing yet.
No. I have done most of the singing so far.
Yeah.
That was a good note.
That was
you have
music
promise.
to my anus.
Wow.
A lot of asshole jokes tonight.
You want to? Oh.
He's comfortable in his own home.
Oh.
Maybe we should have hooked up video so we can get a tour of the Feverman.
What would you think Feverman would doing in his own home talking to us on the podcast?
Hey,
holding
folks.
a beer.
Hey, Fox.
Maybe some apple cider.
He's probably got a British accent walking around his house barefooted.
Beer,
Fuck
eating
that.
cheeseburgers.
He's wearing Crocs, cussing, and then looking at gay porn.
There we
That's
go.
what's up. That's what's up at the fever room. On the outside, he's holy roller. At home, he's deadly gay and not phobic whatsoever.
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm going deep.
So next week when I'm over there, it's
on the phone, folks, we have a guest. We'd like to introduce you to Mr. Cornholio.
He needs teepee for his bunghole.
Oh, my God.
Your Beavis and Butthead reference, huh?
Nice.
Don't threaten him.
Not even been so long.
Oh, shit. This whole thing's gone fucking awry.
All right, so what's going on with Mark? What's going on in Mark's life?
What's going on with Mark? What was Mark's week like?
My week? Well, holy shit. It wasn't actually too much invigorating news or anything.
Let's go light on the cycling, heavy on the sex.
Well,
I'm just saying for the listeners.
Okay, my hands got skid marks and
your knees? Do your knees
about
have
80 miles?
Your knees have skid marks?
No, my hands.
His hands have.
I told you I get girls left and right. My girls call my left and right. No, I'm playing. Anyway,
recycle those jokes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice.
But you asked, so
of course.
That's been
I just want to know if you went out to Jay's house and have skin knees.
Skin knees.
That's all I'm saying.
Skin knees.
We still got you on the line, Cornholio?
They're a little familiar.
I'm still on the line, man. I'm just letting Mark do his thing.
Yeah, last couple of weeks, Jay did give.
Let's deal with let's deal with your demons.
No, he didn't. I walked home.
You didn't get a ride from him last week?
Yes.
I gave you a ride, dude.
You rode him last week?
Just to the taco
Hey,
shop,
did he
though.
tell you that you had to ride the stick because somebody else was
in the seat?
His car's an automatic.
He told me to drive it halfway because it doesn't know how to do it too well.
Go all the way. Yeah, his car doesn't know how to go all the way home. Can't go downtown.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever get pulled over?
This is really shitty humor.
Didn't go all the way.
That would be no.
Backdoor phone. Backdoor.
Wow, Backdoor Bandits. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I have never seen that movie.
Well,
actually, that's all.
We got to get some chicks on this show because it's all gay jokes now.
I know, it's all gay. The whole show
All right,
gay.
let's see if we can get another person on the phone line. Hold on one second.
We would like to dedicate this.
Vicky Barberlock right now.
We like to dedicate this segment of our show to Gavin Newsom, once a healthy mayor of San Francisco, heterosexual, now a victim of the whole alternative life, and now he is a raging homosexual who is running for governor of California. I'd like to dedicate that last segment to him and Brokeback Mountain.
You try to do it sounds like you're going for a little Casey Kasem intro there.
The what? Which one?
Like a Casey Kasem kind of outro there, man.
That's pretty good.
I'd like to dedicate this one to Gavin Newsom.
Right.
Oh no, Casey Kasem is. Casey Kasem is the. I'd like to read this next letter, sent in by Michelle. Michelle would like to say.
Thank you.
That sounds good, man.
Damn.
Awesome.
I was convinced. I was convinced.
Did they start playing that music?
Right.
Yeah, little slow, sleepy shit in the background.
Huh. Can you sound like that other TV talk show? That's
Art
kind of
LeBeau.
like...
Do Art LeBeau.
Yeah, Art LeBeau.
This is Art LeBeau here. Going to sing this one back for the old school poppin' locking people.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a special shout out for the Love Connection. I don't sound nothing like Art LeBeau.
Dude, I have so many things on the list to talk about tonight, man.
Where's your list?
So maybe we might have to have a little vote and see which ones we want to tackle.
Well, why don't you just go down through your list?
Let them pick a topic.
Right. So here, I'll read.
Let the audience pick their topic, what they wanted to hear.
I'm gonna read through.
Email,
I'm gonna
call, text.
What?
Text,
I don't even
call,
know what
email.
anybody said on there. You got it?
Oh,
You can call, email.
So
or text.
here, I'm gonna run through my hot list of things to talk about, and then everybody either pick you can
Next.
or whatever, unless you have something better.
All right.
Hey, Rhonda.
So Serena.
Go, man.
And her whole tennis fiasco at the U.S. Open. What your take is on that? How she spun it into a revival for women's rights, which sounded fucking ridiculous. I mean, coming from a man, obviously I can say that.
Damn. That hurt. My mouth was open. What's the next time?
Wow.
There was an article about all the old people that are in super shape right now, like Mark Wahlberg, Sofia Vergara, Halle Berry, Jennifer Aniston. They're in like
Rick
this.
Sanchez. Oh,
what the fuck is that? Did an airplane almost land?
yeah.
Huh?
Kathy's boyfriend's taken off.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Gotta head back to China.
What is wrong with this guy? Get back over in your chair.
So, like, give you an example. Mark Wahlberg's exercise.
He gets up at 2 fucking a.m.
2:30 in the morning it starts. It's like, when does he sleep?
Never.
Anyway, the other one was talking about my Rams win over the Raiders, which is very near to my heart there.
Stop it.
Okay.
They smashed the Raiders. Here's the thing.
That wasn't a battle for LA though.
Here's the thing though. I like John Gruden. I can't stand the Raiders, but I like John Gruden, so I want to see him do well against everybody but my Rams. Okay. But my Rams prove that they are a playoff team, that they are poised to possibly make it pretty far in the playoffs this season.
Just because they beat the Chargers doesn't. But anyway.
No, they play the Chargers on. I think it's on a Thursday night or something.
It's a Thursday night.
Yeah. All right. So the Triple X reunion is another topic, and just the whatever fucking. There's little shit, there's little games inside the game, This guy takes his dog for a walk, buys a scratcher, and wins $10 million.
What?
Went to the liquor store, grocery store, whatever, to get the dog some treats, buys a lotto ticket, scratches it, a scratcher, $10 million.
$10 million scratcher.
So he's talking about all that. Put your seatbelt on if you're in South Carolina, because it's about to get rough. It's about to get rough. They're claiming the only good thing about this is, have you ever noticed in the news when you're watching the news, anytime there's inclement weather coming in, it never happens like they say.
No.
The more they cover it, the shittier the storm is.
No, they've got a dude that they've pinned it on, that fucking Jim Cantoni dude.
So if they go on there,
he's like the guy.
They're like, this is the mother of all storms. It's guaranteed. You know what? Get ready to go to the beach on Saturday because nothing's fucking happening.
No, seriously. All of my friends have been commenting the whole week. They're like, holy shit, Jim Cantoni's in Raleigh. This is bad, man. This is bad. Because every time his ass shows up, a major catastrophe hits that place. This dude is like the Grim Reaper of weather casting. And I'm like, that's serious.
If you knew that guy was coming into town, wouldn't you?
I would be parked. I would be getting out.
Dude, I'd put on that fucking ski mask, pull out the 9, and be like, dog,
I'll do the rest of the world.
You need to get back on that fucking plane.
How is that era has created that much of a belief system in it that people like, oh my God, Jim Cantoni's coming, run, because wherever he shows up, it's always the worst catastrophe in American history related to weather. Like he's the fucking Grim Reaper and shit. That's crazy. I mean, I've been in the backwoods. I lived in North Carolina for some time. I started believing some of that stuff.
So the hurricane is a topic of discussion, but now we covered pretty much all that.
Saturday.
Fucking yeah. All right. So and then my last one I got on my list is homecoming queen kicks the winning field goal.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
How's she going?
She kicked the game-winning field goal, took off the pads, put on a dress, and accepted the homecoming queen tiara.
Okay. I was about to say
at halftime.
Okay.
Pretty cool. So
they don't usually. I thought
girls don't play fucking high school football.
So they're going to sign her to the Rams.
She was the kicker for high school football team,
right.
Which never really happens ever.
She was
chick
gay, so
being the kicker. And so she kicked the winning.
We're not going to talk about sex identity right now.
She kicked
she's a female on the male football team.
She kicked the winning.
And she kicked the winning field goal of the homecoming game.
Of the homecoming game, and became the homecoming queen.
So she's a player on the team, right? Obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't there a
kicker.
conflict of interest here winning?
Not a transgender boy who happens to be able to play in that particular city or that county's.
No homo.
No homo. Is a female, the kicker on the team.
Yes.
Well, that's fine. If she's good enough to play and she can do it, then great.
I have no problem with a chick playing football. I'm perfectly cool with that.
And the coach said, put old Millicent in there. What's her name?
I don't know.
Didn't do this topic, man.
Who cares?
What if we wanted to talk about it?
Who cares?
Just
like what people think about it. Like me personally, I don't care that a girl's playing football. If she cuts her, if she sews on a cock, then yeah, I have a little issue with that. But
why?
But I don't have a problem with her playing football.
Kicking field goals and winning.
Because she's not trying to be a dude. She's just trying to play a sport that's not available to girls.
Dude.
Okay.
What?
They have no.
Plus, hopefully she sucks cock. I mean, that would be nice. That'd
Take
be
the whole team out.
like, but they don't ever put that on the story. Like, she's not a lesbian.
She's an underage girl, dude.
No, but I'm saying like they could have put on the bottom. And by the way, she's not a dyke. And I would have been like, I would have been like, fuck yeah, that makes for me that makes the story. That's important.
Society,
that is
today's
important.
society, you have to be
to me that's
communicative because
right to fill a motherfucker in, huh?
Acceptance to some such things like.
Don't leave your neighbor in the dark.
Kick a field goal home. Kick it. I'm fucking serious. No. Anyway, you got to be specific.
Jay's choking up.
Pacific.
Specific.
Oh my god.
Pacific. Damn.
I swim there. No.
Okay.
Don't you know your geography, motherfucker?
Yes. In the bathroom of the house, European. No.
Whoa.
Nice. This motherfucker, if he's if he
I thought we saved the corny jokes for me. I didn't know you were going to take some of them, Mark.
Jay is considered an American.
Side of the table, bro. I'm sorry.
We might have a new bottom of the totem pole.
Oh shit.
Hey, if Mark is anything but a non-scene motherfucker, he is quick-witted.
He's quick-witted.
He's quick on the whip.
No.
Ah, shit. Anyway, so those are the topics.
I'm down for that.
Those are the topics.
I'm down for the Williams.
I mean, I would like to get into the fucking gorilla a little bit.
Let's go into the gorilla.
You guys are fucking harsh right now.
Oh no! Did he just do that?
They both did.
Hey, sometimes I don't know if I'm watching a episode of National Geographic or if it's women's tennis.
Close your eyes.
Oh,
Close your eyes and you'll get a full.
He went there.
All
right, so
every week when I think you can't say anything more crazy or outlandish, you just top yourself, Rick.
That's it. So here's my issue. Actually, I think they're all right. Venus, I'm glad she's not on the TV anymore. That bitch looked like she was dying from AIDS on the fucking court. You know,
Getting kind of skinny.
Something was wrong with her for sure. There's no way you should like. She looked like if that guy that they have on the corner that blows in the like they have has the fan that blows over and bends over and waves.
The windsock.
If you look like that on the tennis court with a racket in your hand, you need to get the fuck off the court and retire.
Wait, she looks like a windsock holding a racket?
Yeah. Okay. That's how Venus got to. That's how bad she got.
Yeah.
It was like fucking flailing every point. It's, after a while, you're like, I don't feel sorry for you anymore.
But she still played competitively. And
He's a dick. I mean,
whatever.
No.
So Serena, anyway, she's a good player. She's fucking one of the greatest in the world. So everybody knows she's the shit and all that stuff. And you have the right to complain about officiating. It's your right. You've earned it. But don't it's almost like taking it all back. Like when you get off the court and they're interviewing you and you're like, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done it. And you start backpedaling, right? Well, she did, but she spun it in a different direction, tried to deflect the heat because she realized what a fucking retard she looked like. Because, she would have been better off just going in front of the camera and being like, fuck that motherfucker, and just to put all the black out, and being like, that bitch, he took all, he can go suck a cock or whatever, right? She would have been better off with that. but she like tried to like manipulate and maneuver it into a woman's rights.
You know, regardless of that.
How'd she do that? What'd she say?
Well, like that chick took her shirt off to change her shirt, which is bullshit. Like, she should have never got penalized for that, but they got rules. But she shouldn't, because the guys get half naked, those fucking fags. When they're, they're playing tennis, they even incite like a clapping, like it's a strip off or some shit, right? So how can you accept that? Like, that's okay for the guys to do it and not let the girls do it, right? And penalize her. Well, so I believe that's wrong, but don't use that.
Yeah, but she also got called or like talked about some of the signs and the thing that the coaches does with her. She also got penalized or talked about that.
But so you got caught.
Always does that. No, he always does that.
All right.
Always does. Never been called out about it before. So this particular
Martina Navratilova says that was coaching.
Coaching, absolutely. I mean, if he walked over and said, "Okay, good game," and then pat her on the ass to get her back on the field, like get your head in the game, and pat her on the ass, it's still that's what he does all the time.
But keep in mind, Martina's just looking for a day in the spotlight again.
Everybody's getting a piece of this.
Of course,
everybody's getting a piece. I mean, because even Billie Jean King. No.
Boing.
Shut the hell up.
Shit.
That was wrong.
Anyway, someone gets a piece of this.
Was that an off-color comment?
Billy looks like a dude.
Well, Billy is a dude. She eats pussy. If you eat pussy,
it doesn't make her a dude.
You're a dude.
Yeah, it just makes you a very...
If you eat pussy, I can sock you in the mouth. Fuck that.
Oh, is that your deal? Is that your deal?
Do you eat pussy?
Ass clown. He looks like a...
Bitch, you want to talk shit? You want to take my pussy? I'm going to hit you in the mouth.
Ass clown.
I got to compete with you. You fighting.
Ass clown.
Hey, that's like in the wild. You trying to take my food? Fuck it, bitch. You're getting hit in the mouth.
Hit me like a man, beat you like a man.
You don't hit women. That bitch is not a woman anymore.
Kick your fucking cat. No.
She chose her team. Fuck that.
Okay. I ain't mad at you, Rick. Go ahead with yourself, boy. Go ahead with your
I thought he was loud. Come on.
Hey,
prove it.
All you fuckers out there getting a little excited, whatever, fucking chill out. This is all jokes. This is live
jokes.
Comedy talk with heart. Some people say heartless.
Heartless.
But it's whatever you're spinning.
Heartless.
What's that?
What'd you say, Jay?
Hey, Jay, speak up.
I just said I was saying the same thing he was saying right when he said
Jay, shut your mouth when you talk to me.
And he said heartless. So.
Oh my gosh.
Can you close your eyes when you look up?
All right.
That shit's hard.
Well, gentlemen, I got all the old trickster. She's
always blame the wife.
To get a hold of me.
Go on, tell Trixie we said what's up.
We're gonna call back. We'll call her phone number.
Just enjoy the rest of the night with the family. We'll see you next week.
You just go. She go off. Yeah, you'll see me next week.
I'll come back with the tales from the north.
Tales from the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm working it out I'm going to work it out with the boss of my
Work it out.
Be there on Thursday night.
Oh, he's going to go to some open mic right
on
now.
Thursday for the show.
Fucker, probably.
End of the year.
That's what he's up.
Playing in the toilet.
He's going to go leave.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, well, have fun. Spend some time with the fam,
Spend time with the family and then go check out a
bing, bang, bang, boom.
Assalamu alaikum, my neighbor.
Good luck on your set at the open mic.
Hurry up and pay.
All right. See you, Jake.
Hurry up and buy.
Laters.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Did you say hurry up and die?
No, hurry up and buy.
Bye.
Oh, hurry up and buy. I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Who else we got on the...
About 1,300 and something.
Mark's reach is improved.
Ronda.
Oh, yes, it has. Check this shit out.
What's it say? Who ain't...
Oh, she said, woo! I get to go with the grabbing. We were talking about grabbing you on the earlier at the park.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So no, you can definitely grab.
How much are we charging?
Yes, $10.
It's all donations.
It's all donations.
I would charge by the foot, but I don't want to break the bank.
They want to break the bank, but I said it's free for our subscribers, so we can get $5 a month, and you can pay for it over time.
That's what I'm talking about.
He actually goes in metrics too, so no worries.
Metrics. The metrics.
So hey, my whole thing was just to get back to that real quick.
2.5.
The whole deal with Serena. I think that it was cool. She stood up for herself during the match and all that stuff.
But why use a platform for that?
And and try and spin it to a women's rights thing. It didn't even sound right.
I don't think it was just her play on that, but she did. That was a good causality. You can use that because you are a woman, but
it doesn't even fit. It's not right.
It does fit because the fairness,
but
all you need is a little piece.
Sexism.
Okay, this is a perfect segue
ageism,
into
causism,
into women. Okay, look.
I got into a back and forth about racism. I was like, racism. It can't be illegal because the ism is a fucking thought or a possibility of theology of the way you were born.
When it's true, it can't be illegal.
It's not illegal when it's the way you were raised, the way you all. That's all you know. An ism can't be illegal. Now your actions acting out of that, such as harassment, blocking someone's ability to go do work. Those things are consequences or causalities of your ism. I
just think it was a weak twist.
All you need is a little piece. Valid. $17,000 fine. She didn't get a grand slam. Wah. But hey, Me Too needs some help. Me Too.
So I did. I sent a thing. My cousin Brian, we're gonna be hanging out with up there for the reunion.
Right on.
He's the bass player for their band, the Buttonholes. I went out to their CD release. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
But his wife, who I went to school with, she was in my class, or I was in her class, or whatever. I don't want to be fucking sexist.
What class?
So, well, I was pretty much classless, but yeah.
Women first.
So she was posting on Facebook some stuff, and
so excited.
So she says, "Yeah, I'm so excited to hang out with you guys." And then so I put hashtag us too. I don't know if anybody caught that a little spin on Me Too. All right, I'm stupid, but
no, that's good. That's worth it.
But yeah, that's how you know the fucking headsy people, the ones that catch shit like that. So what do we got? We covered the homecoming queen. I think that's cool. You know,
that's a good story. Fairness.
Yeah, hurricane. Just put your seatbelts on, fuckers. You know what they say, like that joke that I don't know who wrote it or whatever, but tells the joke. Like you look at the almanac and it shows that it floods there every year, and you still build a house there. Who's the fucking idiot there? You know. And then like so, hurricanes come every year. I know you got to live somewhere. Yeah. You know, but. You choose to live there? Fucking put the seatbelt on.
They're not trying to steal the thunder from this particular storm, but they're already tracking a little one that's heading toward Texas. I was like, why are they even talking about a little L excrement? I don't know what the real title of it, because it's not even a tropical storm yet.
But the motherfuckers from Texas, they always want to be,
gonna hit the Gulf.
They always want to be the center of fucking attention. When you live in a shithole like that, you got to have something to look forward to.
A cat
it's Friday night.
To hit and tear up North Carolina, where you only got like 4 or 5 of the base from Trump's base there.
There's certain things that determine your value in the beautiful state of Texas. How many heads of cattle? Do you got oil on your farm there?
Yeah.
And hurricanes and
do you use a semi-automatic rifle when you go hunting?
Yeah. So there's not a lot to look forward to. Our hurricane's better than your hurricane. Your hurricane's UGLY. And our. We got spirit.
Yes, we do.
We're going to stay here in our trailer. How about you? Yes. Yeah. So ain't nobody fucking with Texas, but yeah. So these people are claiming that Katrina this is going to be as bad as Katrina was. Here's the thing: Katrina, the actual hurricane, wasn't that bad. The problem was the fucking response time of people to help was a lot of the problem. But in South Carolina, there's a lot of white folks.
South Carolina, North Carolina.
Somebody's going to pay attention.
They're going to pay a lot of attention. But no, it's a whole different gulf. I mean, that's a coastline that gets hit and pounded.
Right.
Where Katrina came
kind of like my old girlfriend.
Where Katrina came up through, and that whole water system, and it fed, and
right.
Then it went inland. And
then the levee broke and all that.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Those are things that
the flooding after
the infrastructure should have been able to take care of it, and it wasn't, because they always put paper mache down and replace. And so the response was horrible. Is the thing.
Dude, it sounds like we're on the fucking tarmac.
Tarmac of LAX and shit.
Carlsbad. We're live from the Carlsbad Airport. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Wait, we got to clear the air. We're taking off. Hold on, man, Billy.
5736. You're clear for landing.
But yeah, no. So yeah, they are batting the hatches. Those who have been able to leave have left because they had mandatory evacuation. Some of them decided to sit it out. I will send prayers and hopes and positive thoughts for all of these.
Absolutely. I wonder if the business on kites has skyrocketed.
Well, kites and drinks and liquor. Liquor's been definitely locked down. Liquor has been locked down for the boys. Yeehaw!
Locked down?
Locked down, yeah. Water is a big supply thing because, there's going to be water.
Right.
So
you would think that you'd stock up on liquor because you're going to be socked in for a minute there.
Yeah. So they locked that down. So the Costco's and everything was kind of dry on water. They got shipping. Everybody was looking for all the degradable stuff, the replaceable stuff. So it's typical. But a lot of people have gone as far as Virginia and North Carolina. Well, I mean,
maybe they can pipe in some water from Flint.
Some are running up to New York. No, they're not piping in that dirty water, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not happening. Did you just snort?
You got to joke about that shit because that's fucking brutal.
That's horrible.
You can't even have the fucking basics. This country's got billions and billions and billions of dollars, and the fucking poor people can't even get the basic fucking water. How fucked up are we?
Okay, well, here's something. No one talks about it. I mean, like the response that for Puerto Rico.
Oh, my God.
No.
That's shameful.
No.
Okay, you can call yourself part of the U.S., but really, you're not. Because if something catastrophic happens, you're on your own, motherfuckers.
Don't make that mistake, sir. You've been watching the wrong news. They refuse the aid.
Oh.
The fucking water and the food is sitting on their tarmac and their airport. They're not distributing it. They want to show their lack of support for Trump and his efforts.
How's that working for you?
Well, it makes you look like a dick because you're now putting your people in harm's way.
Right.
Yeah.
We sent aid, but it's sitting there rotting. Food's going bad, and you're not distributing it. It backlashed. It came back on that bitch. She's suffering for that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, not Trump himself, his administration and FEMA.
You still want Hillary, fuckers?
What would have happened?
Yeah. There's a prime example of sisterhood running shit.
Hillary probably would have sent some shoes. That's about it.
Hey, no, but I'm saying that's a prime example for our country of what sisterhood, if they're running this shit over here, would do.
20 weasels in a pants?
Look what the bitch did in Puerto Rico, according to Guy.
I seen a bumper sticker today.
You want to take that chance here?
Ride.
What's that?
It was great. It was great.
Was it in Braille?
Anybody who
how close to you? How close to the car?
It was so great. It was like it said anybody who meets adult qualifications for 2020. It was hilarious.
Oh, an election joke.
Yeah,
I get it.
You know what? Obviously, all these people that have this opinion about Trump being president didn't vote. And shame on you if you didn't fucking vote and you still want to talk shit about who's running the country. Vote next time, stupid.
This guy ain't running the country. McDonald's is running the country. He's just behind the stack.
Wendy's is winning the war.
Nice.
Yeah.
I knew that redheaded bitch would be good for something.
Those cute little freckles and pigtails. Wendy's is winning the war.
Dude, like somebody else is going to do any better? This place was fucking... When the black dude was running it, it was going in the fucking toilet too.
But all he was doing was running off what the Clintons and the Bushes had done.
Right, so blaming somebody else. Deflecting. I didn't do it.
All he did was...
Motherfucker, I didn't do it. It was them white motherfuckers.
He took credit for stuff that really didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? He took credit for Osama bin Laden. No.
Dude, it's like...
Barry didn't kill Osama bin Laden.
It's like who... what's his name? Dude that used to play Mark. He was a coach of the Warriors. What was his name? Mark Jackson?
Jackson, yes.
This motherfucker went out and built the super team. Now he gets fucking zero credit for creating a dynasty.
Wow.
You know?
Yep.
I don't care for the dude, but give credit where credit is due. Dude went out and built this team. The next year, all of a sudden, what, Kerr is that great of a coach?
Not so much.
Huh? That he can take over this team and win a championship? Bullshit. It doesn't happen that way, folks. It takes longer than fucking a year, 6 months to create a dynasty like that. So Kerr needs to fucking probably donate half of his check to Mark Jackson.
And who else is also getting coaching credits? Fucking Luke
Walton?
The fuck?
For what? Not losing every game? Oh my God.
Just hanging out, showing up.
What a fucktard he is. How disappointing is that guy?
They don't even give him chalk for his little chalkboard. That's how bad he is. They give him a dry erase board with invisible ink.
You know, just because your dad was in the league and was decent. I got a firm belief that, and somebody can call in and prove me wrong, but if you were a fucking mediocre player at best, you're probably going to be a mediocre to shitty coach. That's what you have to. I think you have to have been at one time in your life great.
Yeah, you have
the best on your team. Have that mentality.
Your development would definitely be under fire. Well, you weren't that great a player.
Yeah.
How good is your knowledge?
You need to dig deep. Well, fucker, you never did. You need to be, have that mentality of a champion. Well, you were never a champion. You were never even a fucking shadow of a champion. So how are you going to sit there and tell me something?
Okay, we got Kathy Salas and Cynthia, what is that, Konoski?
I think I know that Kathy Salas.
Sounds tasty.
The Cynthia, not so much.
Not so much. Well,
but I can't see. I don't have my license, my glasses.
Your glasses. All right. This is your hand reading, and we're going into the comedy review.
Comedy preview. What's coming into town from beautiful Orange County, the Improv in Irvine, all the way down to 15, circling back up to 5 to the La Jolla Comedy Store. These are the shows you want to see. What's a value for your dollar, and which ones stay the fuck away from, because they're not funny. And I have no shame in my game, I'll tell you. If you're a fucking dump truck, I will announce it to the world.
It's just in.
Just in. So, yeah, am I popular in the comedy scene? Not so much, but there's got to be a comedy scene to begin with. Oh, shit. That's novel. Starting with the Irvine Improv in Orange County, where the crowd is never, never disappointing. And his eyeballs from every seat. God, it's delicious. Carlos Mencia making a resurrection. Here's how you know that he is fucking hated. $25 a tickets, 18 and up. He's there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So one thing I usually point out on some of the shows, Mark, is how many shows that this person has sold out. Well, guess how many Carlos has sold out for that weekend? 0, nada, nothing. Not one sold out show. What? There are people with less credits that make way less money that have sold out nearly almost all of their shows.
And that's a college type of town situation for that one.
So
4 nights.
How popular are you?
He's going to be doing some radio prize tickets or some shit.
And you know what? I like his stuff. And like I've said before many, many times, I have not seen evidence of stealing of material.
You know what? At this particular point in the game, so what? Shared ideas.
So why does everybody hate him?
I mean, they ride on Amy, but Amy just keeps rolling. They ride on Carlos. They try to.
Well, she's rolling because she's a fat bitch, but that's. All right, that's a different story.
Keep it going, Rick. Keep it going.
All right, so he's got a show 8 p.m. Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 7:30, 10 o'clock. And Sunday, 7 p.m., $25, 18 and up. So that's a cool little date. You want to get a little stinky pinky, the little Asian dude with the Mexican girlfriend. Go out there, 18 and up. Check out Carlos Mencia. It'll be eye-opening for the Asian guy.
That's a bad joke.
Pachanga, moving down to 15, 18 and up. Or no, 21 and up because it's a casino, $18. All right, so here's, you know what? I didn't give the Indians proper respect on this whole fucking thing. They didn't make such a bad decision going with a roster of a management company. because most of the time these guys have somewhat of an idea and they don't sign anybody that's a complete dump truck.
Right.
So going with their roster is not bad. Plus, they're going to probably give you a deal for hiring their whole roster. So not bad. And you obviously have no clue what you're doing as far as comedy and booking the show and all that. You want to tell great-grandpa running bull that you do know how to do this thing.
Yeah.
But the reality is you have no fucking clue what you're doing. And you tubed a perfectly good club, and now it's only a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday club. So, yeah, letting go of the reins, letting somebody ride the buffalo is probably a good way to go.
I mean, because they had a proper manager. Leonard Holloway was good at what he was doing, but now it's in the hands of catering.
Look, it's only good if you're making money.
It's managed by catering now. You have to call the catering manager to book there.
Right, and then they book the whole
the food and
the roster of some management company.
Yeah, okay.
So whatever, that's probably the best way to go. When you don't know what you're doing, let somebody else that has.
It's like owning a cruise line, except for it's a reservation. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So do what you do best. Take your check that they give you every month, gamble it back to help support your casino, and drink the rest of it, and fucking
That'll work. So who's performing there?
Barry Neal.
Who?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So Comedy Palace. This one here. Okay. So normally I'm a little tough on that fucking toilet of a comedy club. But this week I have to be nice because one of my buddies is playing there. Obviously, his judgment of taking gigs is suspect, but whatever. This is a show that I would definitely go out and see. Comedy Palace, $20, 18 and up. Last Comic Standing, bunch of other credits. The most important thing is he's fucking funny.
Yeah.
And you'll get every dollar's worth and then some if you go and see him. Check out Adam Richmond at the Comedy Palace and fucking Super Tard that booking that club. Why would you only have him on a Friday? So that you can have all your other fucking idiot friends on the show on Saturday? Book that motherfucker Friday and Saturday. Be smart. But that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. This is stupid. Just fucking stupid. You book a good comic like this, he comes all the way from LA, and you only put him on Friday so all your fucking fag friends can do Saturday. Whatever. And you fucking know what you're doing. Whatever. Just come on the show one day and we can talk about this shit. That'd be nice.
So funny, Mr. Rick.
ACC, Downtown American Comedy Club, has the Hodge twins. So I fucking... you had to Google that one. Yeah, you know what? I clicked on their little clip, which I probably would have seen them before I clicked on their little clip. But now that I clicked on their clip, there's no fucking way on earth I'd ever go see that fucking miserable show. Okay. These guys are YouTube sensations. They're two halfway good-looking black dudes that are twins that are on YouTube, and so people are going to go there and they're going to be severely disappointed because they're not funny, but they want to break into the comedy thing, whatever. It's the same old bullshit, man. Somebody does a movie, they call it a comedy movie, and then they think they can do stand-up comedy, and then they're fucking miserable. So, good luck with that. Oh, and by the way, you got to pay to go.
Oh, there's that.
Wow. Imagine
see if we
that.
can get some Groupon tickets in that one, by the way.
Yeah, so if they're handing out free tickets, I would sit down, have a drink, something to eat, and really think about it.
Contemplate life.
If it's free.
Contemplate life.
All right, so then I put notes here for the Madhouse Comedy Club, which had Vicky Barbalack there. We can't get her, but somehow they can. I guess they were super cool to her when she was fucking nobody, whatever. And I've given her props, fuckers. So even my Nextdoor app, you know, those stupid fucks around here that report, there's a coyote walking past my house and all that. They're telling me to vote for Vicky on Last Comic Standing. Support a local comic. Like, I don't know who the fuck she is. I'm getting that from my neighbors on Nextdoor. So I got notes here next to Madhouse. I'm having trouble reading my writing, but I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit. Nothing shithole But they had Vicky on August 24th and 25th.
Right on.
Those are my notes there.
Good job.
Okay. La Jolla Comedy Store. They have the High Hilarious show. Emphasis on the high. So it's another white couple talking about smoking weed and weed jokes and how down they are, how in touch with their neighbors they are. You know.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Hilarious.
That's funny stuff right there.
Yeah. So, and I usually have good things to say about the Comedy Store in La Jolla.
Do you have to go to that show baked to get it?
Yeah, and probably the more high you are, the more you'll think they're funny. Mm-hmm. And usually I give Mike Vin his props and all that stuff, but not for shit like this. 21 and up, $20. Whoever the fuck they are. Go to their website if you're really interested. If you just like trying to be down and support every weed, like smoking event there is, you know, be part of the lifestyle, the scene, you know, then yeah, go check it out. This shit's for you. Has nothing to do with comedy, but yeah. So, you know, I was telling you about, that's the comedy review preview. I think you know where my pick is. See Adam Richmond at the shithole of a comedy club down at in Kearney Mesa, Comedy Palace, run by a fucking degenerate, used to be manager, fucking wannabe comic. But yeah, go check it out. It should be a blast. So the Mark might want to chime in on this, but next door I was berated and they talked shit about me. I was called a troll and all kinds of stuff because I didn't support their cause. And I was like, you know what? You guys are so fucking stupid. You don't understand anything that's going on with this whole fucking weed thing. You just want to be cool. And it's a cool thing to support these dispensaries. But the problem is they're fucking jackasses. These dispensaries aren't nice people. They're not looking out for your best interest. They're just looking to make money. Don't come off like you're fucking a saint. You're trying to help all these dying people when you're just trying to fucking alleviate them of all their leftover cash is all you're doing, which is fine. But be a piece of shit like everybody else out there.
Tell the truth what you're doing.
Yeah, and say what you're doing. Don't come off like you're some fucking thing that you're not. Anyway, so they're telling me, oh, get used to it, you old fuck. The dispensaries are here to stay, whether you like it or not. It's legal. Well, no, stupid. Technically, it's illegal. The federal government, which we all live in the United States of America, says that it is illegal still. Whether you agree with them or not, it's still on the list of banned substances. It is illegal. I don't care if the state of California says you can run around butt-ass naked and put it in the butt of a kid. You can't. All right? So you cannot open up a dispensary. You are not above the fucking law. I don't care what kind of fucking attorney is sucking you dry.
That's why Vista has a loophole and a conservatory that protects them.
There's a loophole in the unincorporated sections of Vista, which the sheriff governs. Well, guess what? Enough homeowners in unincorporated Vista fucking complained, and guess what? They're fucking not open anymore. So where's this bitch that was blowing me up on next door?
Where's she at now?
You know, where you at now? How you like them apples? Now the fucking place is closed. And my whole thing wasn't to get these places shut down. My thing was be honest.
Yeah.
Lower the prices for people because you're not paying shit anymore, and tell them it's not indoor. It's fucking greenhouse that you're selling them. So be real about it, that it could be pesticide riddled. Be fucking real with people and tell them what they're buying. Lower the prices for your patients. You know, be a real motherfucker if you're for the cause. The only cause you're for is your bank account fucking blowing up. Be real about that.
Yes. Yes, sir. What's up?
But until then, how much are you losing every day, stupid fucks? They say fly under the radar, don't put it in their face, and they won't bother you.
Yeah.
But you couldn't fucking listen.
Your mattress can only hold so much.
You couldn't listen. Yeah. So guess what? Happy day.
Hey.
Happy day.
With your doors fucking shut.
So
and I'm not trying to be that hater, that dickhead.
You messed up Mark's Connect is what you did.
No, Mark can always get shit from me. It's all good.
What you got? What you got?
Support your local fucking marijuana dealer.
There you go.
Fuck these clubs, dude. Go back to the source, the original source, the OG motherfuckers. Go back to that. The way it was, the way it should always be.
One of those OG.
You know? Fuck, you want to try and one up and fucking be smart. Why are you giving all your money to these fucking shops and paying double? Are you that fucking stupid?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Call your old fucking dealer and get it for the right price, the bro price.
Yeah. Which is no different than the prices you're paying now, but you're just paying it with the bro, man.
No, it's big difference. You don't have to pay that fucking 20 to 30% tax. Even if you have a medical card, you're not paying $40, $50, $60 a fucking eighth. Come on, man. That's fucking retarded. You know, top shelf, $60. Fucking blow me. Are you kidding? You fucking kidding? You want to pay $1,400 a pound for a top shelf? And then you want to tell everybody they got to pay $60 still?
Not today.
Fuck you. That's why fucking karma's a motherfucker.
It's starting to catch up.
Yeah, now you're sitting at home fucking with your dick in your hand, wondering what the fuck do I do? And your attorney's like fucking got you on no response.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's got all your money already. So you're fucked. You're fucked. Don't be so fucking greedy, you motherfuckers.
Not a good look.
Wow.
Next,
what's up?
So I mean, anyway, I think we've covered everything. How much time we got in?
We got 2 hours already.
What?
Just kidding.
No, we don't.
We got actually almost hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's enough for all these fuckers. Who's on there?
Well, that's a wrap.
What's up?
So I don't want anybody calling me, texting me, oh, you're a fucking hater. The clubs, and they're good people. They're not. And I'm not a hater. I just believe in fucking justice, man. I believe in karma. I believe in justice. Don't fuck people, man.
And the American way.
Yeah, life, liberty, and fucking
questions later.
And justice for all the white people. Fuck. No, people take shit too seriously, man. I have my fucking twisted opinions and all that stuff. You know, half of it's joke, half of it's real.
It's all funny. I love it.
But, I don't hate everybody, but some of the shit you do is fucked up. And if you're going to say that other people are fucked up, you better clean up your fucking backyard first.
Backyard, front yard.
Don't expect everybody else.
There you go. That's what's up.
Yeah, don't expect everybody else to clean your shit up. It's not everybody else's fault that your fucking people are degenerate.
Oh, you want to run for office now?
Go have a meeting with your tribe and fucking clean it up.
There you go.
So
exactly.
I am done. I will see you guys on Facebook land coming live from Redondo Beach for the Triple X. And no, it's not a fucking porn.
Jiggity.
The 30-year. I know, you're like, really? How in the fuck is that possible? Did you start like high school when you were 5 years old?
This young.
Were you a child's prodigy? No. I was just blessed with good genes.
Billie Jean, not my lover.
And I still, at my ripe age of 48, and still very tasty.
Old as fuck.
Come and get you some. So I'll see you live from the King Harbor in Redondo Beach, the Crown Plaza, with a few of my old school buddies, which I didn't have many, so I don't expect many people to show up. But more importantly, you'll get me. That's all you tune in for anyway, fuckers. So from the cast of the Pelon and Chubby show, I am Rick Salas. This is Guy Murray, the chubby one, and the blind guy, Mark.
It's all seeing one.
What a deal. See you next Wednesday. I'll see you Friday. Thank you for tuning in. We are because you are, and we are happy to be here. And if you can, tell a friend to follow us on Podbean. Follow us on every imaginable source. Just tell somebody to listen to us.
Go on iTunes.
Please.
And freaking comment.
Yes.
We're starting to go up. I saw a rise report, so we're rising.
There we go.
3 foot high and rising, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
Rub it a little bit. Make it rise. Thank you very much for your patronage. We love you guys, and we will see you. I will see you Friday. We'll see the rest of the crew next Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. We have been Pelon and Chubby on Wednesday, episode number 521 year. Thank you for being with us for a year. Until next time, see ya.
Everybody. Good light, everybody. Good night, everybody.